Have you ever wished that you could get the power of AWS with the simplicity of Heroku? Or maybe you've thought, my Heroku experience is pretty good, but my dynos cost more than I think they should cost. Or maybe you're deploying to Heroku and things are just a bit more complicated than what you can accomplish in a Heroku-like environment. If you've ever thought any of those things, maybe you should give our Heroku migration tool a shot. It's built into the Defang CLI and it's dead simple to use. And today I'm going to show you how in just a few minutes. Okay, so in here you can see a Django project that is deployed to Heroku. So here's my Heroku dashboard. You can see the project. It's got a Postgres database. If I open it up, it's this kind of CRM platform. I'm logged in. I can go check out my data. Cool. So I would like to run that in my AWS account. But AWS can be a bit overwhelming, and maybe I'd like a simpler experience. I just want to get this deployed without having to learn about 20,000 different AWS configurations. I want the price of AWS resources and the power to grow beyond what Heroku provides me. So with the Defang CLI installed and logged in, I'm going to run Defang init, migrate from Heroku. You can see it's taking a look at the Heroku CLI, so it's generating a token to interact with the Heroku APIs. And here it's taking a look at our projects that are deployed to Heroku. So I select this one, because that's the one in this repo. And it's going to generate a file after analyzing everything that's going on in our project. So it'll take a look at dynos, add-ons, all of this stuff, and it'll figure out what's an appropriate Docker Compose configuration that we can use to translate that into AWS infrastructure. Okay, so looking at our Compose file, you should always check it out to make sure that it makes sense. I think broadly this is okay. Some of this seems unnecessary. The port I'm just going to set to 8,000. All of this looks good to me. So now I have already logged into AWS. What I'm going to do is select a profile with AWS profile, Defang Lab. I'm going to set our Defang provider to AWS with Defang provider equals AWS, and then I'll do defang config set, and I'm going to set each of these values that we need to configure. So Postgres user to Django user, Postgres password to Django password, and then Postgres DB, Django DB. Now I can run defang up. And we're deploying. Okay, so this is going to take a little while because AWS needs to provision a database instance, which can take a little while on RDS. But Defang is going to go ahead and provision an ECS cluster. It's going to provision security groups, DNS, everything that you need to get all of your stuff up and running. If you're used to Docker Compose, then you'll notice that networking is pretty simple. You can address your database using the name that it's got in the Compose file, and your configuration is stored securely, encrypted at rest, and passed on to different services like your Postgres database, like your main Django application. It also checks the proc file and knows that there is a release command as well as the web command. So it'll set up a service that runs our migrations as well as our main web service. Okay, so our service has deployed. And you can see the endpoints here. So our internal Postgres endpoint, some information about our release service, which runs migrations, and our public endpoint. You can see here, I've already played around with it a little bit. But yeah, this is running in our own AWS account. You can see I can delete records. I've logged in. This is our RDS managed database provisioned by Defang. If we go to ECS, we can see our cluster. So we can see our running application here. Everything is properly configured. You're basically set up to grow, to take your application to the next level, to scale, and to really take advantage of a full cloud account. Heroku is great to get you off the ground very quickly. Defang gives you that same simplicity, but with the power of a hyperscaler. So go ahead, give it a shot, give us your feedback, tell us what you deploy. We love to hear from our users. We love to see what people are building with Defang, and we'd love to hear what features we should build next. So I'll see you in the next one. See ya.